Hey y'all, it's Angie. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be styling my mantle. Y'all spoke and I listened. Y'all love for me to style my thrifted items, and so today's video is going to be all about thrifted items and styling. I'm going to redo this mantle. It's decorated right now for the holidays, July 4th, and I want to kind of incorporate some fall without making it completely fall, and I thought today would be a perfect day to do that, using thrifted items that I recently picked up at an estate sale. I will be using some items that I bought, but I will let you know which ones I thrifted and which ones I bought. So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy. The first thing I do when I'm redecorating a space is I'll clean everything off so that I have a clean slate. And this way I can kind of see what I have and what I want to do. Some of these things I will be reusing for this design just because I like them and they work in that spot. But I still clean it off so I can just see. And I did end up breaking one of these candles. They're battery operated and I really like them, but I'll need to change those out to something else. This mirror, I got it at Hobby Lobby. I love it and I will reuse it in the design. I just clean everything off. I use my Norwex dust mitt. I love this thing. Dust just clings to it and it doesn't fly all over the room. And I just clean it all good with that. And then I'm ready to start on my redecorating. We bought this rug recently from Home Goods for our family room. And I want to incorporate some of these colors into my mantle, so I'm going to pull together some things and see what I come up with. The largest piece on my mantle is my mirror, so I'm going to start with it. And I start by cleaning it with my Norwex cloths. If you're not familiar with Norwex, you just use water for cleaning, and they're amazing. They make your glass sparkling clean, no smudges, and I've recently changed to Norwex products and I love them. I'll link them below if you're interested. I just use a simple green wreath over this mirror and I've just tied a blue ribbon on it. I'll change the ribbon out with the seasons and I'll probably change the wreath as it gets closer to Christmas, but right now I love it like it is. I thrifted this painting a few months ago and it was in this big chunky wooden frame, and I decided to take it out and see what it looked like, and it had this linen on the frame. I just thought it was so beautiful. I'm going to stack it in front of the mirror to just give it some dimension and to tie in all of my colors. I always look for books when I'm at the thrift store. I'm looking for colors and interesting titles, and if the cover is worn, that's extra points. I use these all over my house as risers and then just to add a little color to a bookcase or a shelf or wherever you add them. I'm using it here on my mantle as a riser, and it just gives the space a little interest and it gives it height. I'm using these brass candlesticks that I found recently at a churchyard sale. I love that they're brass, but I love the detail on the stem and how they're twisted. I'm going to use these green candles. They've been used before, so they've got lots of drips on them, and they will add some color to the mantle. I just take my candlesticks and I prop them up. I put one on the book to give it some height and some interest. I found this brass planter several months ago. It was all tarnished and I brought it home and cleaned it with Barkeeper's Friend, and it's one of my favorite thrifted finds. And I just pair it with this green pothos. These are my favorite plants to have inside. They're so easy to care for, and I just pop them in my brass planters and they are beautiful. I had this on the mantle before, but I love it here and it loves it here, so I'm going to add it back. I recently bought this vase at an estate sale. My sister talked me into buying it. She saw it and she said this would be so beautiful in your house and it would look really good on your mantle. So I got it and I was trying to decide what stems would look best in it, and then all of a sudden it dawned on me that I should use dried hydrangeas. Now I love hydrangeas and I love to dry them every year, and I have a video showing you how I do it that I will link in the description for you in case you're interested. I keep them on a cabinet in our family room to keep them safe, but what I do is I just stuff my vase with grocery bags. This just takes up some space and you don't have to use as many stems. And I had already picked out different colors. I wanted blues and greens, and so I picked out the ones with longer stems and those colors, and I just arranged them in my vase. I like them overflowing. You could do just a small amount or a large amount, just whatever you like. And I just kept doing this until I was happy with how they looked. I thrifted this riser several years ago and I have used this all over my house. I love it. I love the little feet on it, and you can just use it to elevate anything that you have that's kind of small. I used it under this vase so that it would lift it up and you would be able to see the painting on the bottom and all the colors, and I just love how it looks on it. I also thrifted this brass pitcher several months ago, and I love it with just a little sprig of greenery in it, and I just added it here beside the vase because it needed a little something. I like to make triangles in my vignettes, and I thought this was perfect for that. I thrifted this book years ago. It's one of my favorites with the torn spine and the color of it. But I stepped back and looked at my mantle, and I thought that I needed more blue on the left side with the candles. Since I added the vase and the blue hydrangeas, I needed some blue on this side. So I just added this book to that side, and it adds in my blue. I love how my mantle turned out, and I love incorporating thrifted finds into my home decor. If you love these types of videos, please leave me a comment below and let me know. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching. And if you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And you can also find me on Facebook and Instagram at Our Contented Home. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.